Hi. Probably the most frequently asked question I get from you guys is this: Abby, how does Planned Parenthood come up with their 3% number? Well, Planned Parenthood would have you believe that 3% of the women coming into their centers are coming in for abortion procedures, but that's simply not true. If you go to PlannedParenthood.org, you can actually look at their annual report that they make available for the public. What you won't see are the actual amount of unduplicated patients who have gone into a Planned Parenthood clinic. They'll never release that because then they know that we would know that the 3% number that they tout is a blatant lie. What they do at Planned Parenthood is they unbundle their services. So let's say, for instance, a woman comes in for her annual exam. She's probably going to get a pap smear. She's probably going to get a gonorrhea test, a chlamydia test, an HIV test, and let's say 10 packs of hormonal birth control. Okay, so that should be, in any other doctor's office, that would be one visit with 14 separate procedure codes. But that's not what Planned Parenthood does. They unbundle those services, they unbundle them in billing, and they also unbundle them on their annual report. You can see what I'm talking about for yourself. And they make it seem that there's not one visit, but that there are 14 separate visits. So every procedure code becomes its own visit. Now, they do the opposite with abortion. So you'll see all of these things lined out on their annual report. You'll see the number of pap smears, you'll see the number of HIV tests, you'll see the number of STD tests that they perform. What you won't see is, under the abortion line, you won't see the amount of Methergin that they gave out. Methergin is something that's a medication that's pretty commonly given out to women who have abortions after the first trimester. You won't see the amount of doxycycline giving out after an abortion. That's the antibiotic that every woman gets whenever they leave the clinic. You won't see the amount of ultrasounds performed before the abortion takes place. Now, they don't let the woman look at that, but you don't see that either because they do the exact opposite. They take all of the services and they bundle them under one category: abortion. So I think it's very important for us to note that, based on budgets that have been released by former Planned Parenthood workers like myself, show that approximately 40% of the women coming in for services at Planned Parenthood are coming in for an abortion. It's time for us to spread this truth about the myth that they continue to perpetuate far and wide. It is a blatant lie that only 3% of women coming in are coming in to receive abortion services. We know that it's approximately at least 40%. Spread this far and wide.